Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minutes in Horror Haven with me, Matthew Fisher. How's everybody doing out there? I hope you're all doing fantastically well. Okay? Alright. Today's episode, letter N. Okay? Now, this is a movie I've seen before, but it's going to fall into the category of films that if you haven't seen, if you're watching this and you haven't seen this film, go see it. It's in the category of Mandy, like last episode. Hereditary, there might be another film or two thrown in there that I've already seen before that I definitely wanted to mention. First time out the gate in the first batch of alphabetical. So, this is no exception to the rules. Great film I love to death called Night of the Creeps. Great. From 1986, written and directed by Fred Dekker. Fred Dekker only did, I think, 3 feature films. He did Night of the Creeps, then he did The Monster Squad the next year in 1987. And then in 1993, he did RoboCop 3. So, interesting, and it kind of, he fizzled out, which is interesting, because those first 2 films are kind of iconic in their own right, you know what I mean? I know you horror fans know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink, you know what I mean? But, yeah, for anybody out there that hasn't seen Night of the Creeps, great film, fun. It was a campy, fun horror. Aliens come to Earth and they turn people into zombies. They land on a sorority, and it's right around, I think, their big prom time or something like that. And our 2 nerds, played by Jason Lively, our good pal, and Steve Marshall, they're our underdogs. Jill Whitlow's in there, and I forget the gentleman's name, but he was in Mama's Family, and I really hate that I forget his name because he was great in Mama's Family and in Night of the Creeps. But, this is, there's a film called Slither by James Gunn that came out later, many, many years later. And Slither, if you've seen that, that's kind of like a remake. I consider like an unofficial remake of Night of the Creeps. All right, Striper rules too for anybody out there. I got to go to I know the gentleman that was producing for Striper later in life, so I actually got to go into the studio and sing "To Hell with the Devil" on the microphone that they sung. They actually recorded "To Hell with the Devil" on for all you Striper fans out there. You know what I mean? Shout out Kenny Lewis. Word up. And now that we talked about music, I must say, today we're going to talk about a vinyl that begins with the letter A, which I know everybody's very excited about. This also has a Night of the in the title, which there's got to be a million horror movies with Night of the in there. You know what I mean? Tracing back to the good old Night of the Dead and all that good stuff. But the vinyl for this week is a vinyl called Night of the Demons. Oh yes, I'm talking like the Heathcliff Huxtable used to talk, yes. Oh, the Night of the Demons, Kevin S. Tenney, great film. His brother did the score on this, and it's always a success. Dennis Michael Tenney. But look at that, like the layout of the back of that's pretty cool. Now, I had to get this score as soon as I knew it existed for multiple reasons. Of course, I love the film. And I remember the first time watching this film and just that opening score was so amazing that I was just like, oh man, love to have it. You know what I mean? Look at that. Transfluent right there. Transparent. Red vinyl. Look right through it. I could almost see you guys on the other side. It's like breaking walls down. It's a dimensional thing. It breaks down barriers. The inside. Very nice. Look at that. See, that's great artwork too. I don't know if I can really, get the full effect of that here. But, yeah. Night of the Demons. Classic. that artwork really is fucking superb. You know what I mean? I want to believe my buddy Juan did this. I could be wrong. Yo. Well, absolutely. So, if you haven't seen Night of the Creeps, go check it out. And if you ain't heard or seen Night of the Demons, you need to go check that out too. Night of the Demons doc on its way too. I guess I'll keep that in the loop as we go along. That I have some involvement on. So that'd be cool beans. Catch y'all on the next episode of, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about 5 minutes in Horror Haven with Matthew Fisher. Thanks for joining us today. The letter was N. Have a nice day.